So, we're gonna start back where we were, boys. Alright, so first off, I have played this before. I apologize. I've only done one route, though, and I don't have any other visual novels. I apologize. For 2, there's been some problems with recording lately. Mainly, specifically. The other 2 have had more problems. I'm not going to get into it. But this will continue regardless. And I should be on a more specific schedule now because uni's finally easing up. Anyways, the college I attend, oh god, Hirotsubashi University is about a 10-minute walk from my apartment. I could have chosen to commute to school from my parents' house, but I've always wanted to try being independent. Try living independently. That said, since my dad's always overseas, and my mom passed away due to illness years ago, I'd be living alone regardless. Nevertheless, the entire house is a bit too spacious for me alone, and I'd probably feel lonely living in it. Call it childish, but that's the main reason I decided to rent the apartment I'm living in now. How would that be childish? Yeah, hey, this house is too big for me. I need something smaller. That's what people need to do nowadays. They need to realize. Don't worry about it. I'm just rambling. As a bonus, I get to sleep in late since I live so close to campus. I hate that. Still, it doesn't make the morning classes any less of a pain in the ass.
Oh, 昴生も来てたのか。
No. Oh, hey, Hiroto. The guy who just greeted me is Shioyama Hiroto. We're in the same major program and became friends in freshman year. Fucking nerd. And no duh, I'm coming. That professor always takes attendance.
やっぱり連絡を見てないな。小松教授が休みで休校だぞ。
Seriously? Damn, I rushed over here for nothing. Pulled out my phone and checked my inbox. Sure enough, there's an unread message titled class canceled. That's one of the greatest feelings. It wasn't there when I checked yesterday. If I'd known class was canceled, I would have been able to sleep a lot longer. Well, maybe not. Nozomi probably would have woken me up either way. With her boring panties. Are they sick or something?
かもな。今朝突然書かれてたから。何にしろこれから暇ってことだ。
Yeah, I guess we better find some place to kill some time.
とりあえず食堂でも行かないか?
Ugh, the cafeteria. Sounds fine to me. Oh, it doesn't.
なんか食うか?
They're not open this early, are they?
隣のコンビニがあるじゃないか.
Nah, I'm good. I had breakfast before I came.
じゃあコーヒーだけ買うか。お前も飲むか?
If you're paying.
構わんぞ。今日はちょっと機嫌がいいからな。
You shouldn't be. Oh, sweet. I guess I'll take one.
おう。砂糖とミルクは?
Sure. Oh, wait, nope. Apparently I'm making it black.
マジで?
What?
いや、苦くないのか?
Well, of course it is. It's coffee.
なら無理せず砂糖を入れればいいのに。なんだよ、見栄を張って大人ぶってんのか？
Nah, I just don't really like sugar in my coffee. It makes the acidity more pronounced.
そうか？俺は全然気にならないけど。試しに一口もらってもいいか？
I do. Go ahead, you paid for it. I hate sharing drinks. After setting his own cup down, he picks up mine. Then he takes a sip. He immediately jerks backwards in disgust, inadvertently knocking his own cup over in the process. Stupid.
やっちまった！
What are you doing? I hastily get up to go grab some napkins. Here.
悪い。
No problem.
あとこれ、コーヒー返す。お前よくこんな苦いの飲めるな。
It's probably not all that bad. But then again, I'm not a coffee guy. I don't like really acidic coffee personally.
そういうもんか。にしてももったいないことしちまったな。昨日で運を使い切っちまったかな。
What the hell happened yesterday? Come to think of it, you did say you were in a good mood. Did you win big at the Mahong or something?
おお、オーラスにリーチ一発ピンフ純ちゃん3色 E ペイコードラさんで逆転トップさ。あれはリーチせずにはいられなかったぜ。
Dang.
昴生って麻雀は打たないのか？一緒にやらないか？楽しいぞ。
Sure, when I have the time. Right now, my priority is finding a job and not being a bum.
前のバイトはコンビニだっけ？ブラック店長で辞めたんだってな。
You know any good places hiring? That are hiring? And brainless work, preferably.
知ってたら俺がやってる。
True, guess I gotta go find myself one the old-fashioned way.
バイトも必要かもしれんが、来年には就職活動も始まるんだよな。
Yeah.
昴生はどうすんの？希望業種とかあんの？
The one that pays well, preferably. The one that pays well, yes. We'll go with that one. No idea. The whole idea of a real-world job still kind of feels foreign to me.
やっぱそんなもんだよな。俺もどうすっかな。
Well, not like you're gonna get any useful advice out of me. Don't you know someone who's a working adult? Ask them.
はあ？何の話だ？もしかして姉貴のことを言ってんのか？
What are you grimacing at me for? I thought you were on relatively good terms with her.
毛嫌いしてるわけじゃないんだけどな。ガキの頃からジュースやお菓子を奪われ、こき使われてきたせいか苦手なんだよ。
That's kind of like my sister, though. Even though you're siblings?
むしろ兄弟だから茶化すかバカにされるのがオチだ。
Yeah, it's because you're siblings. You hate each other. But you love each other, too.
くれたとしても、姉貴は俺と違ってやりたいことがはっきりしてたからな。
She's a pastry chef, isn't she?
転職してなければな。そこら辺はむしろお前の方が詳しいんじゃないのか？
And how would I be up to date on her life? What? Yeah, what? Why would I be?
同じマンションに住んでるんだから。姉貴が一人暮らし始めた後はほとんど会ってないぞ。
Well, if that's true, then I really should probably have an idea. Really?
年末年始には家に帰ってくるけど、それぐらいかな。お前と一緒に会った時だって半年ぶりくらいだったし。
That was a couple years back, when he first came over to my apartment. introduced ourselves to each other, and then more or less we introduced each other to each other. Then, more or less. But I only really know her as my friend's sister. That was kind of it. We're acquainted, and that's about it. Wouldn't really call us friends by any means. Adversaries in war.
うちの姉貴大丈夫そうか？ちゃんと生きてるか？
No, she's dead. Well, I haven't heard anything about a tenant being found dead, so I guess just because we live in the same complex doesn't mean I actually see her. Are you concerned about her or something? Are you trying to be a good brother?
気になるってほどじゃないんだが、おかんがちょ
Oh,
っと
still the
心
same
配そうにして
shit.
たんだ。悩み事があるのか、電話口でもピリピリしてたらしい。
Is that not reason enough for you to check up on her then?
そうかもしれんが、俺は兄貴に会いたくない。こき使われることになるからな。
She seemed like a nice person to me, though.
猫をかぶってるんだよ。本性は傍若無人。姉貴はそういう女だ。
Damn, you're savage.
そんなもんだと思うけどな。年の近い兄弟なんて。
That's pretty true. Well, I'm an only child, so honestly, I'm a little jealous.
そうか？振り回されてきた身からすると、一人っ子の方がいいと思うぞ。ほんと理不尽だから。とりあえず、顔を合わせることがあったら、おかんが心配してたって伝えといてくれ。
Alright, so today, I forgot to mention, and I'm sorry for breaking the immersion here, boyos. And gals, I guess. I don't think I have any female viewers, though. This episode will end with the first choice. So, whenever we get to that, because I'll let you guys decide which route I should do first. But anyway, if you do see her, or no, I almost read his line. Sure, I'll try. I think our schedules are pretty different, though, so no guarantees.
気にすんな。そんな深刻なもんじゃないと思うから。
Yeah, she's probably just a moody teenager.
非常事態ならおかん
Probably
が言っ
not.
てるだ
She's
ろうし
probably
な
in her 20s. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I hope she's doing alright. Being a working adult must be pretty stressful. Speaking of which, weren't you doing an internship somewhere?
一応短期で言ってはみた。
I did something similar. Didn't really feel like the right fit for me, though.
同感。あれさ、就職について明確なビジョンを持ってないとあんまり意味ないよな。
Yeah.
就職なんてせず、学生のままでいたい。
You and everybody else that actually decently like school. Have you thought about going to a graduate school?
いやいや、そういうこと言ってるんじゃなくて。
Personally, I just want to live a nice, normal life, get a job, make a living, find a girlfriend, get married, have kids, and build a happy family. Wow, that's the American dream.
その普通も今や高望みになりつつあるけどな。
I know what you mean. Well, don't we all?
俺たちちゃんと就職できるのかね。
That's ignoring the girlfriend part. Mm-hmm.
結婚の前にそもそも恋人を作ることができるのかね。
This is every man nowadays. That might be a bit more of a challenge than finding a job, honestly. Yeah. Yes, it is.
確かに。せめて卒業する前には童貞は捨てておきたいもんだな。
Yeah, I don't think that's happening, bud. I remember when I thought I'd lose my virginity before I hit 20. Those were the days.
俺もだよ。いつになったら童貞の期限を先延ばしにしなくて済むようになるんだろうな。
I know what you mean.
俺、 いっそ AV 男優を目指そうかな。
That ain't happening. Well, damn. Good luck with that.
適当だな。
Come on, let's get off this topic. You're killing my mood here, man.
どうか気持ちを切り替えてって思ったけど、コーヒーがもうないんだった。
Eh, you did spill the whole damn thing.
どうしよっかな。まだ飲みたいような、新しいの買うほどではないような。
I could buy you one.
いいのか？
You paid for mine, so it's the least I could do. No biggie.
なら頼むよ。あ、ちなみに砂糖を入れておいてくれよ。
I'm gonna make it blacker than my soul. Yeah, I will.
あ、先に砂糖をカップに入れてからコーヒーを入れてくれよ。
Geez, anything else, Your Highness?
その方がうまい気がするんだよ。あと、勝手に混ざってくれるから楽だぞ。
Yeah, okay. After walking back to the convenience store next door, I head up to the counter.
いらっしゃいませ。
One small coffee, please.
100円になります。
$1? That's not bad. Here.
ありがとうございました。
Sorry about that, folks. You too. I take the cup he hands me and go to the coffee machine.
いらっしゃいませ。
コーヒーの S をください。
100円になります。ありがとうございました。
Crap, someone else is getting a coffee here. I always feel like I have to hurry up when there's someone else waiting for me. Or waiting behind me, even. Ah. Oh, boy. You can go ahead. I have to put some sugar in mine first.
そう。なら失礼して。
She places her cup onto the coffee machine. Oh, I actually know this girl. She's a fellow junior at my college. In fact, she's in my linguistics class. Still, we've never spoken, so I doubt she even recognizes me. The reason I do, however, is because she's got quite the reputation amongst the male students on campus. Given her attractiveness, it goes without saying that a lot of guys have a crush on her. She's even been confessed to countless times. But from what I hear, she shoots them down each time. And shoots each and every person down, without an exception. Shiki Natsumi is her name. They call her the solitary sniper, due to the sheer number of hearts she's broken, and continues to break to this day. Just because she probably doesn't want to date. She sets her cup down on the drip tray. And with that, she turns on the machine.
出てこないんだけど。
No, it takes a while.
壊れてる？
Is this her first time buying coffee from this convenience store? Notice the way I'm staring at her, she realizes that she was doing it wrong and averts her gaze in shame. But she just can't hide the blush on her ear. Why am I looking at her ears? Dot. I can relate. Super awkward when something like this happens to you in the public. A bit belated, I look away and pretend to not have seen anything. Still holding my cup of sugar, I take a couple steps back. After collecting herself, she takes her fresh cup of coffee. First, she gives it a good whiff. Apparently, she's satisfied with the smell. Not bad, her expression seems to say. Next, she takes a sip. What, too hot? The taste, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be her liking. Oh, she doesn't like it. Oh, yeah, because it's fresh out of the thing. You gotta put sugar. Well, sometimes, depending if you like your coffee black. For a small coughing fit, she stares at the dark liquid inside her cup. Uh-oh, why do I look like I'm about to be murdered? Then she turns her head and directs that glare at me. What did I do? Is something wrong?
ちょっと教えてほしいんだけど、
Sure.
ここのコーヒーってこんなに苦いのが普通なの？
Yeah, I think so.
機械が壊れてるとかじゃなくて、なんか出てくるのも遅かったし。
No, that's normal too. The machine didn't sound like it was acting up either.
そうなんだ。ありがとう。
You're welcome. She seems to believe me, more or less. With a frown, she moves over to the sugar and creamer station. She plucks out a stick of sugar and pours it into her coffee. Guess she's not big on bitter coffee. Then she adds the second stick. That coffee must have really been bitter. Then a third. Maybe she has a sweet tooth. Then a fourth. She's still going. Jeez. Then a fifth. Christ, does she want some sugar? Coffee with that sugar? And the sixth. She's got guts. I'll give her that. Then the seventh. I'm not sure it'll even dissolve anymore. Then, after reaching for an eighth, she seems to think better of it and finally stops. Alright, when I think she's done, she finishes the thing off with a cup of creamer. Correction, make that 2. Is she really gonna drink that? Ugh. Just imagining the taste is enough to make me gag. And I'm not even a coffee guy. Well, he is. I'm not. I don't even want to think about the thick lump of sugar that's probably pooled at the bottom. Yeah, it's probably not great. Oh, did you just sigh in appreciation? After taking a sip, she smiles in delight. 7 sticks of sugar and 2 cups of creamer was the perfect amount, I guess. But honestly, she might as well have ordered a cafe latte instead.
なるほど。
Nodding pensively to herself, she exits the store. I doubt the liquid in her cup even tastes like coffee anymore. How on earth was she satisfied with that? Well, I mean, I don't know. Without much intending to, I end up staring at her as she walks off. Perhaps she was just seeing what convenience store coffee tastes like? Well, whatever, I don't care. Here you go, sorry about the wait. I was too busy watching someone who was trying coffee.
やっと帰ってきたか。ずいぶんとかかってたが、なんかあったか？
The machine was totally broken. Nope. Not really. I just had to wait on someone getting coffee before me.
そうか。じゃ、いただきます。
Dot.
なんだよ。男に見つめられても嬉しくないんだが。
Does that coffee taste like what you normally drink?
ああ、そうだと思うが。まさか、変なもん入れたか？
No, cause I'm just asking because the person in front of me thought the machine was broken. Their coffee was too bitter or something.
コーヒーって苦いもんじゃないか？
Yeah, but not all coffee machines are the same. The type they have in that convenience store is for espressos. It's meant for extracting the richness and fragrance of espressos, but it can come out tasting pretty strong.
なるほど。いつも飲んでるのとは違ったのかもしれないな。
Maybe. I don't get the impression that she drinks coffee all that often. Though, well, no point in worrying about it now.
詳しいなお前。
Actually, that's kind of weird. Why do I know that? Oh. Only because the convenience store I worked at had one. So I got curious whether all places were the same and looked into it online.
俺はコーヒーなんて飲めればいい。というか、こだわる人が苦手なんだよ。
Why is that?
姉貴が洋菓子食べるときにコーヒーを入れさせられてたんだよ。無駄にこだわった入れ方を強制してきて。
Like how picky you were about how I made it?
俺の分は買ってこないくせに、あの暴君は本当に。
Okay, that's just wrong.
まあ、それで俺も飲めるようにはなったけど、無駄にこだわってるのを見ると、姉貴を思い出すんだよ。
Oh, okay. Shit. Out of curiosity. God bless America.
7本はないだろう。味覚が合わなくて、
This never happened, boys. Uh-oh.
バックログ画面です。
There we go. This never happened, boys.
シーンを移動します。
Ah, okay. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on girls who need to stick 7 sticks of sugar for a small who need 7 sticks of sugar for a small coffee?
普通に引く。7本はないだろう。味覚が合わなくて、そんな女とは付き合えないわ。まあ、誰かと付き合ったこともないけど。
Same. So that'd be a deal breaker for you. Now, what if I told you that girl was Shiki Natsumi?
甘党の子って可愛いよな。シュガースティック7本ぐらい普通だわ。そんな子いたら絶対惚れちゃうわ。
You absolute critic. Wow, I've never seen anyone change their tune that quickly before. You sure you don't have whiplash?
四季夏目ぐらい可愛けりゃ何でも許せる。
Now that's just rude. What if she's not cute? She can't have flaws. True. I don't know about that one. Well, either way, she's way out of our league. Maybe for you. I guarantee she's a rout.
そうね。なんせ相手は孤高の撃墜王。俺らはとんだこともないチキン。また気がめいってきた。現実って無理ゲーだよな。
Nah, you're playing on realistic mode, dog. Yeah, I wish God would turn down the difficulty or something. Yeah, can you just put it on easy mode, please? Alright, enough with the pity party. We should probably get going soon.
次でようやく今日の講義が終わる。
You got another class after this?
選択で取ってる講義があるんだ。できるだけ来年の分を減らしておきたいからな。
That's probably a good idea. Well, have fun.
お前はもう終わりか?
Yeah, I've been taking the maximum course load ever since freshman year.
そうだったのか。なんで? 真面目か?
No, I just didn't have any friends here back then. So I figured taking more classes would make it easier for me to make friends, and by the time I made friends, I'd have more leeway in my schedule to hang out and do stuff. So basically, I bulked up for the first 2 years, made friends, and then I left the last 2 years to hang out and have fun.
現実はどうだ?
Well, I'm on track to graduate by senior year with the credits I've got, at least.
だと思ったぜ。
What about you?
新歓パーティーとかサークルやら飲み会で忙しいから1年の頃はあんまり講義を取れなかった。そんな風になると思ってた時期がそのツケをこうして払ってるところです。つらい。 俺も1年の頃から講義を取っておけばよかったよ。
You mocked me just to try to steal what I did. There's no easy way to catch up, unfortunately. You've got to stick it out from here. Sucker. Not that I've got it easy either. I need to find a way to earn some money.
金がないのも辛いよな。だがすまん。さすがに金銭面では力になれない。
Ain't we all? Yeah, I know. I'm not asking for donations or anything. I'll get a job and earn it myself. Let me know if you're hearing about any sweet places hiring.
わかった。
Alright, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
ああ、また明日。
After leaving campus, I make my way downtown to do some job hunting. My current apartment is within walking distance of campus, and if possible, I'd like my workplace to be as well. No commuting. I could always do a search for job listings on my phone, but I prefer to check places out in person. I need a job soon. At this rate, I'm not going to be able to afford food, let alone rent. Surely there must be something out there for me out there. What about a cafe? Stepping at a red crossing line, I pull out my phone and to browse a few job sites while I wait. A cozy at-home work environment. That's not true. Buzzwords like these are an instant red flag. Small team, employee friendly. Gotcha, so long hours, overtime, and unreasonable shifts. I'm not interested in being screwed over after my last job. Looking for self-starters, potential pay raises depending on performance. In other words, I'm going to be left to figure out everything myself. They'd probably stick me with a ton of super long shifts too, under the pretext of training. And good luck getting that pay raise. I'll have to work harder than my goddamn boss. I already know how all that works. An opportunity to grow, a rewarding place to work. You're not going to learn anything by having fun. You can't grow if you're not doing work that challenges you. Like a macho manager of mine always used to say, as he forced all the toughest work on me. All of these suck. They're just as shitty as my last job. Isn't there anything that's a little less stressful? I mean, there probably is, but most people already picked it up because, you know, the early bird gets the worm and all that. But I guess I don't really have the luxury of being picky right now. Nozomi's parents are very generous people. If I asked for help, I know they'd lend me a hand. But I want that to be my absolute last resort. I rely too much on their charity. I might genuinely wind up being Nozomi's gigolo. I gotta earn that bread through good old-fashioned hard work. Speaking of which, for local jobs, one of those free classifieds might come in handy. I doubt I'll find anything that's not already on the web, but hey, wouldn't hurt to check. There should be a couple of newspaper boxes at the station, or around the station, if I remember correctly. I look up and see the crossing light has turned green. If I can get walking. Then something happens. Sudden screaming, immediately following by the sound of a violent collision and my ribcage breaking. Reflexively, I turned my head to see two cars careening into one another. It wasn't a head-on collision, so the vehicles don't stop. One of the cars swerves wildly, veering straight towards the crosswalk. At me. After that, I have no idea what happened. I feel a heavy blow hit my body and lose sense of direction. Once my body finally comes to a halt, I open my eyes. They should be, but for some reason everything is dark. Oh my god, what the hell was that noise? I can barely make out my surroundings. My ears ring incessantly, unable to register the sounds around me. My entire body is numb with pain. I try to sit up, but I can't. Did I get hit by a car? By that car? That's the only explanation that would make sense, but I have no way to confirm. Because my eyes seem to have lost function. Am I going to die? Didn't even find myself a job. Sorry I couldn't pay that rent, Nozomi. I never even got a girlfriend. Never got married. I'm gonna die alone. And a damn virgin too. Damn. Maybe marriage and a family were never in the cards for me. But I'd like to at least reach adulthood, at the very least. I don't want to die yet. Dot 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 dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Wait, what happens to people after they die? How long am I gonna stay conscious? Huh? Something flickers amongst the darkness. A light. Doesn't seem to be. I think it's a butterfly. A flying, shimmering butterfly. Hold on. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. Am I just imagining things? I hear a voice. A very familiar voice. It's Nozomi's. But why am I hearing her voice? Is my life flashing before my eyes? It's not that bright. Oh, hey, look, panties. Ow.
念のために言っておくけど、私が突き落としたわけじゃないからね。
Huh?
何？どうしたの？
Groundhog Day. Did you say it's morning?
そうだよ。ほら、寝ぼけてないでちゃんとする。
Wait, what? But how? I checked the date on my phone. It's Monday, September 28th. There's no doubt about it. It's the morning of the day I died. Dot 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 dot. Was it all a dream? But the pain was so vivid. And even putting the car crash aside, I can recall all the other details with extreme clarity too. Waking up, going to school, sitting in class. Everything felt far too realistic. Still, does that mean what I'm seeing now is reality? Or is this the dream, perhaps? Everything's playing out exactly as it did the morning before I died. Right down to the color of Nozomi's panties. Dot 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 dot.
何？どうしたの？朝から難しそうな顔で眉をしかめちゃって。
Say, Nozomi.
なんでしょう？
I'm about to ask you something extremely important, so please answer me honestly.
あ、うん。私に答えられることなら。
The panties you're wearing.
私が履いてるパンツ。パンツ？
How many days have you been wearing that pair?
は？ つっていきなり何を。何凝視してるの。最低だよ。もっと早くに注意してよ。エッチスケベ変態。
No, there's a reason. Wait, let me explain. I wasn't staring for perverse reasons. I was just wondering how long you've been wearing that pair you have on.
昴生君、さらに高度でマニアックな気がするんだけど。いつものノリで言われても、さすがにそれには乗れないからね。
No, I just had a really.
バカじゃないの。バカじゃないの。
Depends. I mean, does getting in a car accident count as hitting my head? Please, Nozomi. I know how it sounds, but it's not exactly what you think. First of all, I'm more of a sexy lingerie kind of guy. The panties you have on right now are kind of kiddie, so.
さりげなくディスるのやめてくんないかな。
Hey, lingerie is great. Well, whatever. The point is, I have no ulterior motives. Look, this is really important. I need you to tell me exactly how many days you've been wearing those goddamn panties.
正直にも何も、そんなの毎日履き替えてるに決まってるでしょうが。ちゃんと洗ったパンツですけれども、文句ある？
Why would... Nice face. So this is the first day you've worn them. Which means I was wrong. I couldn't have seen her wearing them yesterday.
なんかがっかりしてる？もしかして数日履きっぱなしの方がいいの？おパンツの方が興奮するなんてマニアックというか変態だと思うんだけど。
You don't seem all that disturbed about it.
昴生君が変態に。私の知ってる昴生君はいないの？爽やかな曲をいっぱい作ってた昴生君はもういないの？
Stop. You're gonna make me cry.
でもこれが男の子の成長。これぐらいは普通なの？いやでもおパンツ専門は絶対変だと。
No, it's not.
私ちょっとお母さんに相談してくる。
No, please, don't tell her. My reputation's gonna be ruined. Even more so.
だって変な夢を見たせいでパンツのことを聞いたの？
Yes, trust me, I don't get off to used panties. I swear. She doesn't believe me. Sorry, really. I might have been half asleep, but that question was still a bit insensitive.
まあ分かってくれればいいんだけどね。分かった。今回は許します。
How forgiving. Thanks. How about I buy you a better pair of panties as an apology?
やっぱりぶん殴ろうかな。
Hey, calm down. Let's go eat, okay? I'm sure you're just feeling a little irritable because you're hungry. Thanks for always making me such delicious breakfast, by the way.
どういたしまして。
And...
でもこんなセクハラを続けたりしたらお金取るよ。
Bust out the wallets, boys. For emotional damages?
朝食代、家事のお給料として。
You'd still keep making me food regardless?
放っておいたらめんどくさがって朝ごはん食べないでしょ。朝はちゃんと食べた方がいいんだから。
Just add it to the rent tab. I appreciate it, and thanks for always waking me up on time, too. Well, that's enough talking. Time to eat.
どうぞ召し上がれ。
I plop a rolled omelet into my mouth. It's good. What bothers me, though, is that it tastes exactly like it did in my dream. Well, that should hardly be a surprise. Nozomi's a great cook. The food she makes is always near perfect. It might taste similar, but it doesn't necessarily imply anything about my dream.
昴生君、どうかした？どこか か失敗しちゃってた？
No, you're a little too spot on. No, it's great as always. I was just savoring the taste, that's all.
変なの。いつも食べてるのに。
Well, I just realized how lucky a person I am to be able to get that honor. If I died, I would never be able to eat this delicious food again.
それはどうも。ありがとう。
Way to ruin the mood.
急にそんな風に褒められるとキモい。よっぽど変な夢を見たんだね。
Hey, don't call me gross. But you're right about the dream. It was definitely bizarre. It's not the first time I've died in a dream, but never before has it felt so freakishly real. I break into a cold sweat just remembering it.
やっぱり今日の昴生君はいつもと違う。それに
Not to mention what?
言うべきかどうか悩んだんだけど、今日の昴生君からは変わった気配がしてる。
What are you, some kind of sidekick? An odd presence? What, is there some kind of ghost sitting on my shoulder or something? You gotta pull out the magic crystal ball?
はっきりと取り付いてる人が見えたりはしないよ。あくまで気配だけ。でもなんか嫌な気配。ゾゾゾってしてくるような。
You can do
払
that.
いをした方がいいかも。
Nozomi, or well, the Sumizomes, are a family of Shinto priests. The duty of shrine keeping has always been passed down through their family for generations. Her father is the current head priest of the local shrine, and Nozomi helps out from time to time as a shrine maiden. Because of her heritage, she has what you might call a sixth sense for the supernatural. Ever since we were kids, she's had a tendency to perceive things that others don't. It's hard to tell if you're joking or not sometimes.
だからシャレじゃないんだってば。これでも一応心配してるんだよ。
Yeah, I know. I'll set up an appointment for an exorcism with your dad when I have the time.
ああ、そうそう。ちょうどお父さんからも伝言を預かってたんだよね。
Let me guess, rent? My rent payment, right?
知ってたんだ。
Yeah, I'm poor. Well, unfortunately, I haven't heard from my old man either. The exact same conversation we had in my dream. No, best not to read in it too much. I don't want to intentionally scare myself. Sorry I'm behind on rent. I'll go discuss things with your dad sometime. And find a new job too, of course.
わかった。
I promise. For now, I should just eat and not worry about it. After breakfast, I hurried over to school so I'm not late for class, only to learn...
あ、昴生も来てたのか。
Class is canceled! Let me guess.
小松教授が休みで1限目は休校だぞ。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Everything really is the same. Both class being canceled and the words coming out of Hiroto's mouth.
どうしたよ。なんか深刻そうな顔して。
I'm gonna die today. No, it's nothing.
そうか？
Yeah, I'm just feeling a little groggy.
1限目からの日は辛いよな。せっかく頑張って登校したのに、それが休校ともなると特に。
Amen.
とりあえず食堂でも行かないか。時間潰さなきゃいけないだろ。
I may have said gross the first time, but that seems lovely. And this time, can we stay longer? Particularly, assuming it only took me like 30 minutes after walking out. Can we stay there next to 30 minutes? Sure.
なんか食うか？
Nah, I'm good.
俺はコーヒーを買うけど、お前も飲むか？
If you're paying.
ああ、構わんぞ。今日はちょっと機嫌がいいからな。
You won big at Macron, didn't you?
おお、気分が良かったぜ。オーラスで一気にまくるのは。
With a Richie Ipatsu Pinfu Jungshang, Sanshoku, Ipako, and Triple Dora?
気持ち悪い。なんで知ってるんだ？もしかして盗聴とか盗撮とかされてる？
Why would I want to spy on a fellow dude? You've got a penis, you don't interest me.
上がり役を言い当てた。本当に怖いんだけど。
Call it a lucky guess. Not trying to explain it. Deja vu, maybe? It just feels like I've had this conversation with you before in a dream.
そういうの本当にあるものなんだな。
Something like that. No, I'm clearly a magical girl from another realm. I am a woman. Apparently. First time I've ever felt it so strongly, though. He nods pensively as he sips on his coffee. And I do the same. What?
苦くないのか？
Just not a fan of sugar in my coffee. It makes the acidity more pronounced, you know?
試しに一口もらってもいいか？そんな嫌そうな顔するなよ。そこまで無理にもらおうとは思ってないから。
No, I don't mind. Go ahead, you paid for it.
おう、じゃあ一口。
Just try not to spill anything, please.
子供じゃないんだ。わかってるよ。
I put my coffee cup down and he picks it up. Then he takes a sip. And still spills his shit. Yup. He immediately jerks backwards in disgust, inadvertently knocking his own cup over in the process. The coffee spills everywhere. So this is kind of like... So this what I'm seeing is everything's the same, and he might try changing it, but it's probably not going to change. What did I tell you? I get up and fetch some napkins. He spilled it just like he did in the dream. Fucking dreams. You're welcome.
にしても、お前よくこんな苦いの飲めるな。はあ、もったいないことしちまったな。
It's your own damn fault. If you want, I can...
どうした？
Never mind, I'll buy you another one if you want.
珍しいな。
It's no big deal. You bought mine, so I'm just returning the favor.
そうか。なら、ありがたく。
Now time to test the irredeemable proof. If there's a girl in the convenience store buying a coffee, I'm cursed. No problem. I take out 100 yuan coin. What the fuck? A Ken doll? Yeah, I'm taking 100 yen Ken doll from my wallet and handing it to him. Yes, 100%.
じゃあ、ちょっと言ってくれ。
Sure. I watch Hiroto as he leaves for the convenience store. In all honesty, I was too afraid to go myself. What if Shiki Natsumi was there again, pouring 7 sticks of sugar and 2 creamers into her coffee? The events of my dream are recurring one after another, and I'm scared what the logical conclusion to this takes me. If Shiki Natsumi is there, and everything plays out identical to the way it did in my dream, then that means I'm gonna die later today. Things like deja vu, precognition, and prophetic visions are more pseudoscience, or mere pseudoscience. There's no way any of those could exist in actuality. Yet despite my best efforts to allay those fears, a nagging doubt still persists, like a tiny bone lodged in my throat. A part of me refuses to readily accept that everything I've experienced today, or everything I experienced, was just a dream. Probably because it felt so damn real. ... Still, I have to know. Was Shiki Natsumi in there? Yes or no? The more I try not to think about it, the more my curiosity grows.
ただいま。ん？どうした？気分でも悪いのか？
No, I'm fine. It didn't take you long, huh?
コーヒー買うだけだからな。
So, damn it, it's gonna bug me on end not to ask.
なんだよ。
Were there any other customers in there with you?
いや、俺一人だったけど。
Are you sure there weren't?
ああ、間違いないよ。
It was just you, huh?
なんだよ。なんで急にテンション上げてるんだ。
No reason. Anyways, I learned everything I needed to know.
変なやつだな。本当に大丈夫なのか？
Yeah, definitely. It feels like a weight's being lifted off my shoulder. I was so worried for nothing.
力すると浮き沈みが大きすぎて心配になるんだが。
Yeah, mood swings. Don't let it bother you. It happens to all of us from time to time.
まあいいけど。
Anyways, you wouldn't happen to know any good places that are hiring, would you?
コンビニのバイトはやめたのか？
Yeah, before exams last semester. Got into an argument with my boss.
ご愁傷様。すまんが力になれそうにない。
All good, just thought I'd ask.
学生課の方は覗いたのか？一応バイトの情報もあっただろう。
Nah, the ones they tell you about are usually all crap.
どうせ暇なんだ。確認だけでもしといたらどうだ？
Yeah, I guess you're right. No harm in trying. Let's go stop by there.
おう。あ、四季夏目だ。
Ah. Oh, fuck. On the way to the student affairs office, I chance a glance into the convenience store as we pass by. And there she is. ... Seeing your cough inside the store, a cold sweat starts running down my spine once more. Next, she reaches a hand towards the sugar. It all adds up now that I think about it. Shiki Natsumi wasn't there because of a simple difference in timing, which means the events of my dream are still continuing unabated. I went to all my classes after that. The lectures, too, were exactly the same as I remember them being in my dream. And if this pattern is to hold, the next thing to happen to me will be... Here I am, the scene of the accident. This is where my life ended. Truth be told, coming to this area is less than wise. I don't want to die. I don't want to lose my life in this accident. But if everything is going to happen in the exact same manner, I'm not the only one at risk. In my dream, I was in no condition to observe my surroundings, but I have to imagine that I wasn't the only casualty. As much as I want to avoid this altogether, I can't exactly turn a blind eye to what's about to happen either. So I want to stop the accident, sure, but how the hell does a person stop a car crash? I can't recall the moment of impact too clearly. I don't know precisely when it's going to happen. It happened at 12:18 p.m. Totally, 100%. I considered calling the police, but I can't exactly tell them I had a dream predicting a future accident. They'd no doubt write it off as a prank call. All I could do now is stay on my toes and be ready to run the instant I hear anything alarming. Well, here we go. I stand in place waiting, and the moment arrives sooner than I expected. I hear the sound of screeching tires. However, there's no sound of indicating collision. No runaway vehicle barreling towards me. Instead, I hear the blare of a car horn. On closer inspection, the cars seem to have stopped in time. The cars are sitting in the middle of the intersection, their drivers irritably yelling at one another. However, the accident I'd foreseen hadn't come to pass. After the two finish their bickering, they drive off and traffic resumes as normal. That car was... I can't be sure since it all happened in a blur, but I'm pretty sure it was the same one that hit me. In other words, the situation as I predicted it could very well have still happened. But it was narrowly avoided. Does this mean I'm in the clear? As I stand there disoriented, I'm struck by a sudden feeling that I'm being watched. Turning around, my eyes fall upon a cat, ash-gray fur with likely a stray. I have no recollection of this cat in my dream. It stares towards me unblinkingly, almost as if it's singling me out. Its gaze seems to eerily human-like, its eyes fixated upon me. I can't help but entertain the possibility that this furry creature may be responsible for the change in my fate. Unconsciously, my feet start moving and I cross the intersection in pursuit of the cat, to which the cat turns around and slowly saunters off, perhaps against my intentions. Why the fuck is it dark? It was bright fucking day! This is not okay. I'm gonna get touched. Something isn't right. Someone's gonna touch my booty. The cat continues trotting down the sidewalk at a leisurely pace, however, than slinking away into some narrow hole like most others. Rather than slinking away into some narrow hole like most strays do, almost as though intentionally choosing a path through which I could follow it. Every so often, it throws a glance over its shoulder to confirm that I'm there. Is it just me, or is this cat trying to lead me somewhere? Is this my death day? ... After following the cat for a while, I begin to notice how deserted my surroundings have become. It's a little unnerving. Hopefully I'm not led into some kind of trap. Har 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 har. This guy wants to get killed at this point. My pulse continues to quicken as I chase after its tail, until finally the cat comes to a stop. Turning around to face me, it plunges two front paws together. It places its two front paws together before resting on its hind legs. Then it stares at me appraisingly. ... What I was hoping. What was I hoping to even do after I caught up with it? Now that I've come this far, I feel like I've wasted my time. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be looking for a job, not running after stray cats. Guess I'll head back. But as I turn on my heel... So the cat fucking talks. I might want to run, or assume I'm on LSD. I look left and right in search of the source of this sudden voice, but there's nobody else here. It has an unmistakably human voice, and the words it speaks are clearly directed towards me. Which means this cat is talking to me? That can't be right. Cats don't talk. Maybe I really did die in that accident, and die in the accident. That would explain why I'm dreaming, or hallucinating, rather. Are you the Grim Reaper, here to take me away? What do you mean?
よく聞け。こうして我が輩と喋っているのは夢でも幻でもない現実だ。2度目の9月28日といえば少しは理解できるか？
What?
つまり貴様は1度目の9月28日に死んだのだ。
Hold on, what are you talking about? Why am I talking to a cat?
難しいだろう。だが死神というのもあながち間違いではない。
Huh?
すまんな。先に要件を済まさせてもらうぞ。
My chest is assailed by an odd, unfamiliar sensation. A large curved blade of glistening silver is sinking into me. After all that talk of Grim Reapers, this has to be Death's own scythe. I try to look behind me, but my muscles don't respond. My knees buckle and I collapse to the ground. It hurts a hell of a lot more than when I rolled off my bed this morning. The pain tells me this is no dream. Yet none of this feels quite real. Maybe it has something to do with all those butterflies I'm seeing.
ごめんなさい。
And you know what? That's where I'm gonna leave it. I know I said I was gonna do the first choice. However, I believe this is a good stopping point. I love a good old-fashioned cliffhanger. Also, why the fuck is this little shit look evil? Anyways, thank you for joining us on the Pantheon. I will see you next time, fellas.